Last topic for this week is our cash calendar. If you are new to Lumen Christi, this is something obviously that you probably haven't heard of. If you have been here for a while, this is sort of just old tradition. You're used to this. I do want you to listen to this chat because I do have a couple things that are a little important to mention given our year that we're kind of in. So for those of you new to Lumen Christi, we've made a decision many years ago to not do a lot of little fundraisers. Most schools, your kids are selling candy bars or wrapping paper or those kind of little things that occur throughout the school year. We'd rather do one or two events or one or two fundraising options throughout the year that raise more significant funds instead of having to bother you with all of those different fundraisers. So we have chosen to do our cash calendar. That's a fundraiser that's in the fall, and that really involves your child going out and selling some tickets to friends, family, and coworkers. And then in the spring, we have our Shamrock Dinner Auction, which is more on the parent side. It's an event for the parents, and the parents are more involved in that fundraising aspect. So what the cash calendar is you should have received a manila folder in your child's backpack on Friday. Every family gets one folder. So if you've got 4 kids, just one folder. Or one envelope, excuse me. In that envelope, there is an instructions sheet, and then there were 10 thick cardstock calendars. And at the bottom of those calendars, you'll see a tear-off ticket. We ask that you sell those calendars. I'll talk about some of the logistics in a second here. Fill out the tickets at the bottom for who you sell them to, and then turn them back into the school. Starting on October 13th, every day, during every school day that we have, I will be drawing one of the tickets out of the many that get turned in, and then I will announce over the morning announcements and during prayer time who the winner of the cash calendar is for that day. The winning prizes range from $40 up to $500, and on the calendars you can see which dates have higher prizes than others. I announced the winner, I announced the winning family that sold that ticket, and the winning students who sold that lucky ticket for the day. We come around to their classroom and they get to pick out of a kind of big bucket a piece of candy. It's going to be like Swedish Fish. It's all peanut friendly, individually wrapped, tiny little candies that they get to pick for acknowledging that they sold that winning ticket. The kids love it. They enjoy this every morning. It's kind of our morning ritual and morning tradition, and it's an exciting time for our school. So if the kind of do the math, the tickets sell for $20. On that sheet, you would have seen that we distribute about $8,730 in prizes throughout the year. So selling $20 tickets and the prize money, if you do the math, we need to sell about 437 calendars just for us to break even and to come out with zero profit. So we need to sell over 437 calendars. Every one we sell then starts to become profit for us. The calendars, or the profit, goes to support our students and our teachers, and our Parents Association runs this fundraiser, so it's things that they would support. On the student side, they have supported our annual pancake breakfast that our students do before Christmas break. They support our Mardi Gras events that takes place in the spring. For our younger students, they support our field day, which is called Rainbow Olympics, which takes place in May. They've supported Catholic Schools Week field trip that we take. We usually go to see a movie or some other fun field trip. They've supported the bus for that. So they support many things to help kind of make that school environment for the kids a positive one, and to kind of have those memorable events every year take place that the kids hopefully look back once they leave Lumen Christi and have those memories of those fun activities. So those events that I mentioned, we are working on re-imaging them so they can still happen this year in our COVID world. They may take on a different look, but we still want to make sure that when we're thinking about our school year, we are also thinking about moments in the school year in which kids can look back and have positive and happy memories. So if we sell 438 calendars, this is very specific, but around that number, we would then have $20 to put towards student events. The next calendar, we have a total of $40. So we really want to make sure that we're selling as much as we can to support our kids. But we know without our teachers this year, we wouldn't be back in school. We know our teachers are working so hard to not only provide your child with a top-notch education, But this year, they've also taken on that responsibility of implementing all of those new safety protocols to ensure that our doors stay open. So if you think about our relaunch plan, our teachers have had to really memorize that relaunch plan and follow all of those procedures and protocols that are in that. And that was a huge lift for them, on top of, I'm teaching in a classroom now where the desks are spread apart and I can't be next to this child for a long period of time. So our teachers have been really tasked with a huge, for lack of better words, lift this year. And I've had many people already call me this year, email me and say, what do your teachers need? How can I help your teachers? How can I support them? We're worried about the teachers getting overwhelmed or feeling burnt out. And the best answer I can give to you, if you're asking, is really to sell your calendars, because the profit from the calendars this year, a lot of it is going to go to support our teachers. Whether it be providing a meal for them, treats, food, little things to lift their spirits. Really want to make sure that we continue to have our teachers here in positive spirits and meeting their needs throughout the remaining days of the school year. So from a logistics standpoint, you'll see you have 10 calendars in that envelope. We're asking that you do the best you can to sell 5. If every family sells 5, we'll meet our goal and we'll have the monies that we need to make kind of those minimal events happen. If you can sell more than 5, obviously, please do. The more we sell, the more that we can do as a school. In the packet, you'll also see there were some rewards listed in there for the highest selling family and things like that. So there's also some other rewards for students who sell the most calendars and things like that. So we really thank you for this one fundraiser that we put out there for your students to take part in. And I know as a family, we sell our 10 every year. And I think every year somebody that we've sold our calendar to has won. So it might be only one time, but people that we know have won. My kids get excited when they hear their aunts or uncles or grandmas and grandpas names over the PA. So it's really a nice event for our kids. And we want to thank everyone who's worked to make this cash calendar happen this year. And I want to thank you for supporting our school and supporting this fundraiser.